Welcome back to the weekly comic book snap. It's issue 80.
Woo!
Yay! We're back at Frog Bros, as always, in front of a glorious wall of comics. And we're going to look at some books. So we're back to normal, aren't we, now? Kind of?
Kind of.
With distance?
Yes, distance. Stay away. No. No twitching. No.
But yeah, I mean, we're back to sort of the normal books. So we had some normal books come in.
Kind of. Well, we had normal books come in last week.
Yes.
Sadly, no death metal this week. Next week, though. Next week. And Strange Adventures #2. How exciting is that going to be?
That is very exciting.
As long as they make it over to these shores.
Yes.
These lovely isles. And then hopefully we're back with weekly deliveries after that.
Well,
Which is great and groovy and good. Might be a
Fabulous
little
news.
lag, maybe Wednesday afternoons rather than Wednesday mornings, but
right.
fingers are crossed firmly.
Fingers crossed. I mean, that's not too bad, is it?
No, it's not. And good news on the DC front as well.
Oh, yeah, we touched on that, didn't we, in 79?
Yep. Diamond UK are going to carry on distributing until at least January next year.
So it's not going over to another...
They are in the States,
Okay.
and they are still breaking with Diamond at the moment in January of 2021.
Right.
But until then, and that gives everybody time to sort things out. And hopefully Diamond UK can carry on, because
Yeah.
they're good eggs over at Diamond.
Good old eggs.
They are.
Yeah, diamonds. Diamonds in the rough.
Diamonds, eh? And I've just realised
What?
that we are reviewing the Joker 80th on the 80th snap.
Oh, how about... It's almost like we planned it.
If only there was anything planned.
We just winging it.
That's fully winged. But good man on the J-Man.
Good stuff. So that's where we're going, is it? We're going to...
Well, we're doing a little bit of because last week it was predominantly DC stuff that was released, and that got everybody scared that there was going to be no more DC in these shores, but there is, so that's good. So we're having a little bit of a DC special, but also a bit of a J-Man special, I would say.
Yeah, nice.
Kind of, because the first book that we're going to look at is not him.
Oh. What's that?
I don't know. However,
What's the first one?
he lingers in the background.
Oh, ever present, like
Possibly ever present. Nobody knows.
like a phantom in the shadows.
But we've been waiting for a long, long time since the first week of lockdown this was meant to come out. There was talk of it being released digitally. Luckily they didn't do that.
Jesus, yeah.
Or that would have been a travesty.
Yeah.
But Batman 92.
Wow. Here we go.
And we're all on the...
So I'm a little bit behind on these, I have to admit.
Have you met the designer yet?
No.
No, okay, well, spoiler, there's a character called the designer.
Right.
And also another character called Punchline.
Yes. No, I kind of know about that, sort of.
Okay, so they're quite heavily...
So is this since Tynion's come on?
has come onto it, and he's still smashing it out of the park.
Is
I've got
he?
to say, I was a little bit worried because I loved Tom King's run.
Yeah, that's great, wasn't it?
But
Was Tynion on Detective, wasn't he?
he's done Detective, he did a load of the Batman Eternal, the weekly. He was heavily involved with that. He's been heavily involved with much of what Scott Schneider has done. And I've generally enjoyed most of what he's done, but there have been a couple of things that haven't really resonated that much with me.
Right.
And when we were on the lead up to this, there'd been loads of press releases that he was going to concentrate on Batman having all his tech and all the gadgets and things, and I was a little bit worried, I've got to say, just because and I love Tom King's run.
Old detective skills.
Well, he's the world's greatest detective, and that's my bugbear with detective comics sometimes, where it's not. But smashed it out of the park so far.
Beautiful.
For me, I've loved every single issue, and this one I love as well.
Yeah. So I haven't read this. Hand on heart, I haven't read any of the books.
No, you haven't, but I have.
I thumbed through a few of them, but
So in this one, what I do like as well is that things are changing. So Tom King's Riddler, the war of jokes and riddles.
Yes.
The Riddler was a little bit more serious than we've seen before. Maybe not quite as quirky. He seemed a bit more stocky, and he's kind of going back to that crazed, kind of maniacal, little spindly dude who's a little bit
prankster.
Exactly. And it's got some quite cool riddles, and the Riddler's trying to send Batman around the houses, and Bat is just shooting him down at every single riddle, just like pop, pop,
Good
pop.
man.
Which
That's what we
is great. There's a fantastic throwaway line by Bullock in this where the city turns green and he just says, "Get me a TV," because these guys love listening to themselves. I thought that was great. And then you have Catwoman and Harley kind of doing a little team up, which is cool. And then they bump into the punchline, which is the Joker's new lady friend. I'm not going to say any more than that. It's awesome.
Amazing. So,
It
like,
really is.
Does this? So I haven't actually gotten to any of the Tynion books yet. So does he carry on direct from where Tom King left off?
Yes, but in the first issue.
So it's post like wedding debacle. Post.
Yep. Post Alfred.
Post Alfred.
There is a line in the first one, which people would have watched and read by now.
I would imagine so.
Are we allowed to do a small spoiler
as long
now?
as we say spoiler.
Okay, there's a small spoiler. I was a little bit worried in his first book where the Bat is off cruising around and he is on the...
intercom, the Batcom.
Exactly, and says Alfred.
Right.
And you have to turn the page. And at that point I was like, no, you can't put him back already.
Come on!
But he hasn't.
Good. Okay.
But that fills me with absolute dread in a little bit. Well, we've got the designer, and no one knows who the designer is.
Yeah.
This is to Mr. Tynion IV.
Yes.
If you ever watch this, please don't let the elephant. Because that will upset me so much. Please.
Well, it's unlikely
I am
that,
loving what you're doing. Do not make it Alfred under that.
It's a prediction from Spesh.
It's a scared prediction.
You know what? These covers from these last few, though, I have seen the covers. That's amazing artwork on the covers, man.
They're absolutely
don't know
gorgeous,
who's doing
and
the
also
covers
with the variant is
it's fantastic.
with Punchline herself.
Yeah.
And it's
Foxy little minx, isn't she?
absolutely gorgeous. And that segues us nicely
Yes.
into the next book, I think.
Well, we'll leave that till the next episode. But that was
Really?
yeah. It's one book at a time, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Viewers too much. Yes. Consider yourself. Consider your wrist slapped, my friend.
Told.
So there we are. That's 92.
An 80.
Issue 80. Yeah. And issue 92.
Oh,
Of Batman.
so we should have done the Joker 80th.
Dude,